Everyone should have a chair that swivels. Yep. I love these things. Good morning, YouTube. I'm the Prince of Millab, and something extremely wacky happened yesterday. We were driving home from First Friday Artwalk, which is a gigantic congregation of people pretty much delivered into an urban landscape of artwork and merchants and other interesting varieties of culture. The Artwalk kind of emerged out of an idea brought together by a series of galleries who were separated by geography in mid-Phoenix and connected up with the bus system acting to link them together. And they did, and one of the outgrowths of this was a number of tables and merchants and etc. selling artwork, t-shirts or candles. I've got one around here somewhere. Or in my case, a brownie. I bought one. And a normal brownie. I have some friends that have tables there and etc. And anyone who happens to live in Phoenix, the first Friday of every month is the First Friday Artwalk. You can look it up online, and it's brilliant. However, what happened to us on our way home, we were driving home, I think, probably on the 101, when the Kaz, who was driving, noticed a pair of headlights moving towards us on our side of the freeway. Now, this is a freeway split with a vehicular height cement wall. And so there was a truck driving in the diamond lane the wrong direction. Headlights coming straight for us, like shoom, boom, and we're like, holy crap! This person is driving in the wrong direction at around like 2 freaking a.m. in the morning on an otherwise desolate highway between big scrub-laid mountains, and we're all sitting around going, oh, holy crap, should we call 911? This random person is driving on the wrong side of the freeway the wrong way. Well, that didn't quite resolve itself because none of us had working cell phones at the time, and by the time that we got home it was already 30 minutes out, and the bloody thing probably had already resolved itself. But that's my harrowing experience for this weekend, at least. Before I move on to the next thing, I want to say hello to all of the new subscribers, especially if you were kind enough to subscribe because I got hit by that bloody vote bot. I hope to keep most of you. I'm wondering what subjects that you're interested in, especially if you have any questions in particular about Mill Avenue or anthropology, culture, folklore, etc. Anything that I can actually speak on. I live in Tempe, Arizona, near Phoenix. There's a lot of things going on, and these are the general things that I talk about. And thank you so much to everyone who's been helping to bring those videos that were struck by the damn thing up. And so I think I'll move on to the next stuff. Tonight, I met someone who captured a gopher snake, which, if anyone knows what a bull snake is, bull snakes are a subspecies of gopher snakes. This one, though, I think was some other subspecies of gopher snake. And it was extremely docile, and by docile I mean these are critters that you can just have picked up off of the road. In fact, he got his at Jack in the Box. That should tell you this bloody thing is very, very urban. This snake isn't running around in fields somewhere devouring mice as per usual. This was just out being a snake, and now it's his. It's probably around 3 feet long. It's less than a year old. Probably even earlier than that. He expects it to get larger. It's one of the street rats. So now you've got a pet snake. They are good for mouse control, but he's been keeping it fed. And we played with it a bit at Drum Circle. So I think it'll be interesting to see it again. I think that he's had it for about a month. One other interesting thing happened on Mill Avenue today was I ran into a documentary crew who were pretty much doing, well, not ambush interviews, since you had to sign a waiver, which, interestingly enough, suggested that they pay you $1 when they do the interview. But they were asking random people 15 questions, including questions that totally stumped me. You know what? I didn't know what the 16th Amendment is. Actually, I still don't know what the 16th Amendment, but I hear that it has something to do with taxation. I assume that it has some stuff to do with the formation of the IRS, or etc. Was one of the questions. Other questions were, what did you think happened on 9/11? To which I responded, airplanes ran into the Twin Towers. I figured that what was demonstrable was an appropriate answer to that question. And the funniest question that they had was, how would you fix the economy? To which I kind of replied, like, I wouldn't. I can't fix the economy. I'm not an economist. Although, if you have a broken culture, or something an anthropologist can deal with, maybe I can fix that. But I'd really like to leave fixing the economy to people who know what the hell economies are and what they do. It's a fun interview, especially because they included a lot of questions about religion and government and even the education system. I don't really know what they were doing it for outright, but they were asking questions like, how do you feel about religion and government, like, i.e. the separation of church and state, which was something I clarified. How do you feel about the current education system? And I'm actually a graduate of private schooling, so I have very little knowledge or outright information on the way that the public schools work, so I wasn't able to respond to it as elucidly as I should have been able to. But overall, it was a fun interview. I'm glad that I did that. The crew that was doing it had recording equipment of very, well, semi-cheap, and they were all tattooed and interesting, and made it a lot of fun. And that's my night in a nutshell. It's almost 2 a.m., so I'm going to cut this off here. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for remaining with me, old subscribers. And I look forward to new and interesting things to talk about. Later, YouTube. Good night and good dreams.